Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Tommy Maroon Sports Show on WCTV. Oh, man. We're having a lot of fun out here, aren't we, folks? Just looking at some of the things right now, which include the tournaments, but unfortunately, they have not come out yet. So we'll get to the Cleveland Cavaliers first. And why not? They've been on a tear lately. Including that man right there, George Niang. 47.2% field goal percentage for the whole team. 35.2 3-point percentage, 77% free throw percentage, 44.9 rebounds per game, 26.4 assists per game, 7.9 steals per game, and 4.5 blocks per game. Game recaps. First, the Cavs against the Bulls. The Bulls. It was a 109-91 win. Excuse me for that, folks. Donovan Mitchell, 34.7 rebounds. Karis LeVert, 16 points, 4 threes. Jarrett Allen, 10 points, 14 rebounds. Kobe White, the Chicago Bulls, 18 points. And Nikola Vucevic and Zach LaVine, 17 points each. Bulls were winning in the fourth quarter. Cavs almost blew the game, but fortunately they did not. And everything was all good. And you know what was really good last night? That game right there. The Cavs beat the lights and the tar out of the poor Milwaukee Bucks. Do any of us Cavs fans feel bad for the Bucks? No, we don't, because the Cavs are that good. Holy cow, 135-95. George Niang led the charge with 33 points and 5 threes. Donovan Mitchell, 31.7 assists. Jarrett Allen, 21 points and 13 rebounds. That man's a walking double-double as of late, isn't he? Damian Lillard, 17 points. Bobby Portis, 16, both from Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo did not play. I repeat, he did not play for the Milwaukee Bucks. And that might have killed them because they were never winning. And the Cavs were up by 47 at their peak and shot 59.1%. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? The Cavs, they're on a 6-game winning streak, aren't they, folks? Yes, they are. Unbelievable. Looking at it right here. 6 straight. That's the hottest record in all of the NBA, tied with the Utah Jazz, who have a familiar face in Colin Sexton. And, of course, to them, a familiar face is Donovan Mitchell. But the Cavs have propelled themselves to the number 4 seed, 7 games out of the mighty Boston Celtics for the lead in the Eastern Conference. And just 2 games out of Philadelphia for number 3, and 3 games out of Milwaukee for number 2. Woo, boy, that could quite easily be good things coming up for the Cavs as we approach the halfway point of the season already. Good Lord, how is it already halfway through the season? That is a great question. Don't ask me. Cavs are 15-8 at home, 9-7 on the road. So not too many road games for the Cavaliers so far, but that will change towards the second half of the season. And, of course, Boston still going crazy out there. Boston with an unbelievable 20-0 record at home. Will they ever lose a home game? I do not know. But what I do know is that it's time for everybody's favorite part of the show, Tommy's Picks. Yes, sir. Let's roll them up right now because we can. Hudson beat Wadsworth 69-64. Looking at what else was out there. Brunswick beat Medina 74-61. Mentor over Shaker Heights 87-63. We lost by 5 to Barberton. Well, it was a tough game, and we're dealt our second American Conference loss of the season, unfortunately. But still, we put up a great fight against a great Barberton Magics team. We'll get to Barberton in a bit. Will we get to Barberton in a bit? No, we won't, actually. So let's look at what the Magics have done. And what they have done has just been simply amazing. Because they are on a tear. They have won. Oh, they lost. They lost to Hoover by 8, ending their 11-game winning streak. But still, they should easily win the American Conference. They're 6-1 in the American Conference. If I pull up the conference standings, I think we're in second, tied with, I forgot, either Review or Roosevelt. But anyways, as that continues, Roosevelt did beat Copley 51-43, and Brecksville beat Stowe by a final score of 53-39. St. Ed's beat St. John's Jesuits 67-17. How about the St. Ignatius Centerville game? Dear God, 94-92 in double overtime. And Avon beat Midview 65-52. Olmsted Falls beat Avon Lake 74-62. Twinsburg over Nordonia 45-43. Riverside beat the Kenston Bombers 57-52. NDCL beat Lake Catholic 67-56. And the Solon Comets beat the Walsh Jesuit Warriors 53-42. Hoban over Benedictine 58-24. And Green beat Jackson 73-72. But the most important thing is that I finally got the league standings in the American Conference. It is indeed Barberton in first. We are in second, just a game out with our 2 losses coming to pesky Copley and pesky Barberton. Roosevelt, Aurora, and Revere tied for third with a 4-3 record. Talmadge and Cuyahoga Falls both 2-5. Copley sits in dead last with a 1-6 record, but their only one came against us in the conference. High school girls basketball, Medina beat Brunswick 58-42. Green beat Strongsville 52-49. Avon Lake took down the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs 39-35. Copley over McKinley 56-28. Aurora beat Chagrin Falls 52-43, while Glen Oak upset St. Joe's, because that was my upset of the week, 39-36. Jackson beat Norton 58-39. Brecksville beat Woodridge 46-35. How about Beaumont? They took down the North Royalton Bears 34-30. Wake beat Dover 55-37. Hoover beat Hathaway Brown by a score of 36-31. And not just that, but you also had Struthers beating Cheney 47-40. Hudson beating the Talmadge Blue Devils 39-33. The Invaders of Normandy beating the Valley Forge Patriots 62-36. And Elyria Catholic beating Rocky River. The Pirates go down by 1, 53-52. So anyways. NFL Super Wildcard Weekend. Browns got destroyed. I'll be quite frank with you. It was not fun to watch. It was really sad and pathetic. God, they did terrible. They did horrible. They played like absolute dog water. Oh my Lord, that was just pathetic. They got the crap kicked out of them. Oh ye gods, it was, get this folks, 45-14. Joe Flacco threw 2 pick sixes. 2 pick sixes. That is just depressing. The Joe Flacco that we all know and love was nowhere to be found. Oh my God, how frustrating is that? Oh my God. The Browns season is officially over. But you know what? It is what it is. And the Chiefs in the frozen tundra known as Kansas City beat Free Willy, ending their season 26-7. And guess what? The Packers beat the Cowboys 46-32. How about them Cowboys? Another first-round exit for Dallas. It's usually the first round or second round, but this time it was in the first round in front of their home fans at Jerry World. I tell you, this is what the Cowboys always do. Remember when I said on the show that the Packers were going to find a way to upset the Cowboys because the Packers have been hot and the Cowboys always choke in the playoffs? Well, you know what they say about those who don't study their history? They're doomed to repeat it. Mike McCarthy, doomed to repeat history right there. Oh, boy, he is going to stay next season, too. And the Lions won a playoff game. Oh, my God. It's just their second playoff win since 1957. Which is unbelievable, unfathomable. But they did it. They finally won a playoff game. They have done it in incredible fashion, in epic fashion, too, by a final score of 24-23. The Rams decide to punt with a little under 4.5 minutes to go. That may have been a huge mistake by them. And the Bills in snowy Buffalo beat the Steelers 31-17. And Baker Mayfield, I love Baker Mayfield. He was not the problem here in Cleveland because he's leading the Buccaneers to glory on the field. A playoff win, 32-9 over the Eagles, who choked away a 10-1 start. Last week recap. Boys basketball, 12-4 with 13 points, putting me at 56-20 with 62 points. High school girls basketball, I went 11-4 with 13 points, putting me at a 50-24 record with 56 points. In the NFL, I went 3-3, as you can tell. I picked the Browns, picked the Rams, picked the Eagles. But I did get my lock of the week correct, and I did get my upset of the week correct. And now it's time for my picks for this week. Yes, sir. Highland against Roosevelt. I am very concerned for my Highland Hornets. We went to overtime against Buckeye in a game we should have dominated, but instead struggled really badly to. And ultimately, we ended up, winning over Buckeye, fortunately, with our lives in a 7-point overtime win. But Roosevelt was the other team we played overtime to, and we won that game, but I don't think that's going to happen this time. I think Roosevelt's going to steal it from us. Please prove me wrong, boys. Please prove me wrong. Brunswick against Mentor, picking Brunswick. Nordonia against Wadsworth, picking Nordonia. And now in a game which has featured two teams that have been surprisingly struggling this season, St. Vincent, St. Mary, and Richmond Heights, albeit they have a gauntlet of a schedule, but still, you'd expect them to steamroll through them. St. Vincent, St. Mary is going to upset Richmond Heights out in Akron. Benedictine against St. Ignatius, picking St. Ignatius. And then a big game, Lutheran West against St. Ignatius. Lutheran West is going to remain undefeated with a win. And then Walsh against NDCL, picking the Warriors over the Lions. White Catholic Cougars will beat the Padua Franciscan Bruins. Elyria Catholic over Buckeye. And what should be a must-win game for both schools. North Ridgeville against Amherst, picking North Ridgeville. Elyria against Berea Mid-Park against two good teams in the SWC, picking Berea Mid-Park. Here's my lock of the week, folks. Rocky River will stomp all over Valley Forge. And then Solon against Twinsburg, picking Solon. Normandy against North Olmsted, picking the Invaders. Avon will beat Avon Lake in another big SWC game, a crosstown rivalry. And then Holy Name against Bay, picking the Holy Name Green Wave. And then high school girls basketball. Highland against Roosevelt. That game will not be broadcast on my YouTube channel, but the boys' game will tomorrow. Highland will win it. I think we got a good shot at winning that. Why am I not broadcasting the girls' game? Because there's a huge date Saturday on WHBW, so if you haven't subscribed to us yet, I highly suggest that you do. But anyways, as I was saying, Saturday at 1 is a women's basketball game. Saturday at 7 is a volleyball game for the men's team. Copley will easily trample Cuyahoga Falls, and Brush will beat Richmond Heights. Riverside over Willoughby South. Mentor will beat Brunswick. My lock of the week, Strongsville against Cleveland Heights, and what should be a good game. Magnificat hosting Green, picking the Magnificat. I think they're the Blue Streaks, if I'm not mistaken. And here's the upset of the week, Twinsburg over Solon. The Hilltoppers will beat Kenston. Rocky River over Valley Forge. St. Vincent, St. Mary to beat Streetsboro. John Hay will beat VASJ. And then Medina against Shaker Heights, picking Medina. And then Bedford will beat Euclid. Berea Mid-Park over Elyria. And then North Ridgeville over Amherst Steel. And now time for the NFL divisional round. As you can tell, there is no lock of the week. There is no upset of the week. That is mainly because there are only 4 games. Ravens against the Texans. I have a bad feeling the Ravens are going to win that game. 49ers, Packers, picking the 49ers. Lions, Buccaneers. I want the Lions to win. I'd love for the Lions to win. But I have a feeling their magic is going to run out soon. I hope their magic doesn't run out soon. They're a team of destiny. Dan Campbell's so likable. So is Jared Goff. So is the entire Lions team. But I think Baker Mayfield's got some magic. Bills against the Chiefs. As much as we don't want to see the Chiefs win because we're tired of the Chiefs dynasty, they're going to win. They have beaten Josh Allen in the playoffs twice, including the legendary 13 seconds game. But this is a catch. This is Patrick Mahomes' first road playoff game. But this guy's so good, I got a bad feeling that he will be unfazed by it. Well, folks, we're done, and of course, not done yet, because some breaking news in the world of Division III football and Division III altogether. John Carroll says goodbye to the Ohio Athletic Conference, which is hard to believe. That is hard to believe. My goodness. That is insane. And what's also insane is that we will play an HCAC team, a Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. That's what it is. Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference team in 2025. That means there will only be 9 teams in the Ohio Athletic Conference. 9 teams. So that's a shame that John Carroll has to leave. But the last game better be on College Game Day. I have emailed the guys at College Game Day. I've told them, hey, October 19th, I got a good idea for a game. It's going to be a lot of fun. You'll enjoy it. If B.W. Wimberg was on national TV in 1982, so can this game. Never know what can happen in a D3 football game. Well, folks, now we're done. We are done. We will bring you more of the Cavaliers next week, more Tommy's picks, and boys basketball, girls basketball review over the divisional round, and, of course, the conference championship games. I'm going to have to play every Madden I own for the Super Bowl, which means I'm going to have fun at first and then have not that much fun when I play the horrible Madden games. But oh well, EA Sports doesn't care. But you know who does care? WCTV does, because we got a lot of cool programs coming up soon. So stay tuned right here on WCTV. Goodbye, everybody.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.